1864. The deep woods of Mississippi. The forest was so thick that moonlight barely reached the ground. Pine and oak trees pressed together overhead, their branches locking into a ceiling that swallowed the night. Fog drifted low between the trunks, rising from the damp earth like breath. A regiment of black Union soldiers moved quietly along a narrow road. Most of them had once been enslaved. Some had escaped plantations in the dark. Others had been freed by advancing Union forces. Many still carried scars across their backs, pale lines left behind by whips. Now they wore Union blue. Rifles rested on their shoulders as they marched deeper into the woods. At the front walked Sergeant Jeshiem Carter, a tall black man with steady eyes and a calm, controlled presence. Behind him marched men like Hamza, Abu Bakr, and Elias, along with dozens of others whose names had once been written down like property. That night, their orders were simple: hold the road until morning. Earlier, a young white lieutenant had spoken to them, his voice tight with forced confidence. "Confederate cavalry's been moving through these woods," he said, "but reinforcements will be here by sunrise." The men said nothing. They had heard promises before, still they marched, because for the first time in their lives, they had a choice. They reached a clearing as the night grew heavier. Jeshiem raised his hand. The column stopped. "This is where we hold the line," he said quietly. The men spread out along the edge of the trees. Some knelt behind fallen logs. Others crouched in tall grass, rifles ready. A few whispered prayers under their breath. The forest was still, too still. Hamza leaned closer. "You hear that?" he whispered. Jeshiem listened. At first, there was nothing. Then, hooves, distant, many of them. Jeshiem's jaw tightened. "They found us!" The cavalry came fast. Gray uniforms burst through the fog, riding hard through the trees. Gunfire shattered the silence. Rifles cracked. Men shouted. Smoke filled the clearing. The black soldiers fired back as quickly as they could load. Hamza dropped one rider before another shot tore into his shoulder. Abu Bakr kept firing until his rifle burned in his hands. Jeshiem reloaded again and again, his voice cutting through the chaos. "Hold the line!" But there were too many. The cavalry circled them, closing in. When the ammunition ran out, the shooting stopped, and the killing began. By sunrise, the forest was silent. Bodies lay scattered across the clearing, blue uniforms dark with blood. The Confederate riders left them where they fell. No burial, no markers. Just a patch of forest slowly swallowing what had happened there. Years passed. The war ended. The land changed, but the woods did not. The road remained, and people still traveled it. At first, the stories were only sounds. Boots marching in the distance, slow, steady, moving through the trees. Some heard rifles being loaded, metal clicking softly in the dark. Others heard whispers, prayers spoken low, just beyond sight. Then came the sightings. One farmer riding home late at night claimed he saw them. The fog thickened around him until the road disappeared beneath his horse. Then shapes began to form between the trees. Men, dozens of them, black soldiers in Union uniforms marching. Left, right, their boots struck the earth in perfect rhythm. The farmer froze. The soldiers did not look at him. Their faces were still, their eyes fixed forward, as if they were still fighting a battle no one else could see. Then one of them passed through him. Cold flooded his chest, then another and another, an entire regiment moving through him like winter wind. At the back of the line walked a tall soldier with a rifle resting across his shoulder. The man's voice rose quietly through the fog. "Hold the line." Then they were gone. The forest fell silent again. But even now, on certain nights, when fog drifts low across that road, the air grows heavy, the trees go still, and somewhere deep in the woods, boots begin marching again.